Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another live stream for you guys, and this time, I just figured, why not do a live stream because I don't know, you guys might like this sort of thing. I don't know, I barely know you people. Anyways, so yeah, don't know who's coming in, don't know who's gonna watch. So far it's Hero Prime who is watching. You are the first one to type in the chat, so you get a gift certificate for $0 on Amazon. Board Creations is also here. Sorry, you just missed out on the $0 Amazon gift card. That doesn't exist. The Trojan Toaster, the Scanty, Marvelous Prime Animation, Master Builder 164, Gaming and Reviews and Fun. Jurassic World, did you see that? The trailer that just dropped? What? The trailer just dropped? I thought it was Thursday, not Wednesday. Did it get leaked early? Oh God. Hmm. I know there's a whole bunch of teasers, but Jurassic World 2 featurette plus new trailer footage. Okay, I'm not. That's not. Oh, okay. Apparently, it's got Jeff Goldblum. Okay, as if that's actually the trailer teaser thing. Whatever. Okay, I'll watch it later. Let's see. It's a behind-the-scenes trailer. Okay. LeQuake, Louis Riviera, derivative films. Okay, I got it. Lenny likes everything. Commander, I can't read your name. Honey 518. Optimus Prime 2471. Marvelous Prime Animations of 1. If I didn't say your name already. Let's see. Hi. Yay, I'm special. What's going on? What's on the plate tonight? Well, I'm just doing a live stream. Might go to news or something like that. I don't know. I typed before him though. Well, okay, it still popped up him first. So I just got follow Cybertron Shockwave and I love him. Nice. Hey, hey! Yo, 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 chaps. It's a behind the scenes trailer. Okay. Yo, bro, Brian, my man. Grumps's words. Nice to meet you again. Although, is it meeting? You doing it again? That's what I question. Ninja vanish. Oh no. Did you hear Power of the Primes Deluxes cost $18.35 each? Okay. That there's still probably $20 out here, so how was your day? My day's okay. I think I might have committed a crime. Oh no. What's your personal opinion on Titan's Return so far? I like it. Don't. Okay. Now that's what I call a lot for a deluxe. Well, they're $20 up here, so life finds a way. How was your day? Good? Eh. I know it's a pain to say. Maybe. I downloaded Roblox on the school computer lab's computers. Can you please watch Transformers the soap and the Transformers YouTube sitcom? I don't know. Defense page, the Mad Titan, wink wink. What were your reactions on Photoshop I made? That was hilarious. The Blue Inkling, hi. And the downloading went wrong. Okay. For once, you aren't streaming in the middle of the night. Well, yeah. Thankfully. I'm gonna search my mom's closet for Christmas presents. Hee 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 hee. Brian, did you finally get your Big Mac? No! What are your thoughts on the third-party fellow Cybertron Megatron figure? I think it looks cool and I want it, but I wish Hasbro did it so I can buy it easier. Project Leo Kaiser, hello. Autobot Oofball. There's a third-party... Yeah, we just talked about it. And I think I broke my computer. Yay! We got 12 people watching. Let's talk about the fucking news. Let's see. How do I get to the computer? Everything seems like it's black, so I just gotta do it full screen. Here we go. So I'll be able to read the chat. Michael Bay comments on the future of Transformers movie franchise. Here's his quote. Well, $4.5 billion later, hundreds of millions of people saw the Transformers movies. I'd say it had a great run. Any studio would take this franchise series success. That said, now it's time to take the franchise into a totally new direction. I kind of feel like that's a cop-out, if I'm being honest. Just sounds like he's saying, yeah, it was great. It was a success, but that's not what he's asking. He's asking about, okay, what's... Or that doesn't seem to be the question. I don't know what the actual question was, but it just sounds like people are curious on what's going to happen now after the last night wasn't so successful compared to the other ones. It's definitely going downhill. If they don't do something, they got to do something because otherwise it's going to fuck up. And he just says, well, it's a success with $4.5 billion. And it's like, that's not. Hasbro and Toys for Tots team up for the holiday season. So if you want to give a toy to the Tots, go ahead. I don't know what a Tot is. Generations toy GT8 GTA G1 Defensor. Let's take a look at this. Holy Mother of God! Holy hell! I'm sorry, but holy crap! Streetwise looks amazing. I want that car now. Kind of looks like a Mercedes. Group. Holy shit, that looks great. Blades. Oh my god, that helicopter looks amazing. This looks so good. First day. Oh my god, I love the chunky back of this. Oh, that's hilarious. I love the look of this. Hotspot. Oh my god. Oh my god. That, yeah, that's impressive for a third-party defensor that I feel like we're getting too many third-party combiners. That's pretty impressive. Power of the Prime stock images. So does that mean that Brian's going to do before it's out on the Blackwing figure? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Even though they've got these codes over top of it, so I'm going to have to wait till we get full-on stock images. Here's the thing, whatever it's called, Grimlock. Packaging doesn't look that good. There's so much space that's not being used for anything except for just emptiness. It feels so very bare bone, especially on the side here. It looks like it's got nothing. It's got no Autobot logo or anything right here, which I think could have done so much for it. You guys are able to see this, right? Okay, anyway. But other than that, I mean, I like the backpack, how it snaps off. I think that's hilarious in the head. You just detach it. It's not like, oh, it's parts forming. No, it's just it won't fit in the package. Look at that Grimlock. The transformation kind of looks weird to me, but kind of like the look of it. Just wish the mouth could open and close. That would be cool. Snarl and packaging looks pretty nice with a very chunky body, which makes me think that this could be also remolded into Ripper Snapper. but I don't know. But as you can see, his arms down here are gold, so that's gonna look pretty cool. I don't believe in the original photos these were gold, so it just gives him something a little different to work with. Blackwing looks very good. Um, I love the look of Blackwing. I think it's hilarious that the packaging in the back shows the Universe Classic Silverbolt repaint that was made for this. Um, but yeah, I mean, this just looks amazing. Let's go to the next photo. Even though the Power of the Prime's stupid armor shit is attached to it, I still think that figure looks cool. I thought that the guns were both the Fall of Cybertron Jazz guns. Ripper Snapper looks pretty cool in this package, I gotta say. And then out in the open, you know, that looks pretty cool. Even with the Prime armor, I don't know. Sludge looks very nice. I do like that. Still pretty cool. So yeah, let's talk about something else. Oh, let's talk about this, the Studio Series stuff. So we've got photos of Studio Series stuff. Oh, okay. This is most of the Brawl. Now, we don't have a full picture of Brawl, but because they decided to black out part of it, don't know why they blacked out the gun. The gun's right up here. So it's like, well, we could put 2 and 2 together. That's I've seen the older photos. I believe that's the same weapon. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the gun. Yeah, I think it is, because that's like an extension. That's like an extra little accessory that you can add on, and then you can see underneath here. That's the appropriate gun right there. So yeah, I still think this looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see the full images of it, because that's gonna look nice. And there's the artwork for Brawl, which looks pretty cool too. And then there's the Megatron. Now the Megatron, I will admit, the robot mode right now looks pretty good to me. I wasn't sure about it right away, but I'm starting to think, okay, you know what? I'm getting an idea of what it looks like. It looks pretty cool so far. So I'm interested to see how far it will go. You can see another picture of Megatron right here, so you can kind of connect the dots. Looks very cool. But then his tank mode looks very good. I like that. I like what I'm seeing with that. That is very nice. Let's see. Yes, I know about the blackout. I'll talk about the blackout in a bit. But yeah, the Megatron looks very cool to me. I really like that. And then we can see that what is interesting is the Power of the Primes and Studio Series merchandising toolkit, and it shows from January to December 2019, which makes Power of the Primes the longest running. If it does go to 2019, it's going to be the longest running toy series that isn't halted by another one. Because even after Combiner Wars, they were still releasing Combiner Wars stuff, but they had already at the same time stopped a lot of the toy line for the Titans Return stuff, and we'd only get Combiner Wars in like box sets. Same thing with Titans Returns right now. It's going to get stopped by the end of this year. But each series took a year and a half. You got Combiner Wars with 2015, and then half of 2016. And then Titans Returns was half of 2016, and then the rest of 2017. So if this is true, then it sounds like Power of the Primes is going to take from the majority of 2018 and then the majority of 2019. And by December 2019, they probably are going to move on to the next series, or they're going to continue with Power of the Primes, but this is just what they have planned right now. And then same goes for the movie Studio Series stuff with the Starscream and Optimus from the movies and whatnot. it sounds like it's going to continue into next year at the very least. Now, what is cool to me is, or what I find interesting, is that the Brawl and Megatron are Wave 2 figures. You can see at the bottom here, Optimus Prime and Starscream. Those two are the Wave 1 figures. And it seems like they're trying to add weapons to each figure because Brawl has that big gun. Megatron has these little tiny turrets you can see at the bottom here that probably as well attaches to something. I could be wrong about that, but it's very possible. I mean, he's got his big gun right here, but maybe he also has little guns to attach to. But you can see at the bottom here, you can see Optimus Prime has the blade, so I'm willing to guess that you can attach those blades. And then it's also reported that Starscream, in fact, there's images of it, has his saw blade. So you're going to be able to get some weapons to incorporate with these figures. So I'm glad that the 5mm post thing is not lost. Like some of the early movie figures where a lot of them had weird-looking hands, so they didn't really hold weapons. They didn't really incorporate that in. It wasn't until Dark the Moon with MechTech where they really tried to push for the 5mm post thing. Some of the figures previously had 5mm posts, like Revenge of the Fallen Brawn and other stuff like that. But there's stuff like, let's say, first movie Landmine that had custom-made hands from the seats. I have the Revenge of the Fallen Ratchet that doesn't have a 5mm post. Let's see, what else? There was the Leader Class Optimus Prime that had a slot to attach Jetfire's guns, but that was it. Of course, they made more weapons for him over time. And then so on and so forth. They didn't really incorporate the 5mm post thing. It seems that we're not going to lose that, but it also seems like this toy line is going to come off from the previous movie line. That's why The Last Night is considered Premiere Edition, because it's premiering that the movie figures are going to continue moving on from this. So when everyone was confused, oh, why is it Premiere Series? Well, because it's going to start the movie lineup. Now you might be saying, well, Age of Extinction started it up again with that series. Well, that series was part of the Generations lineup. This is now starting up as its own toy line now. Because the movie toy lines kind of stopped, and then it came back for Generations just to kind of put those products in, but they knew that they just wanted to do it for one film, so they didn't do a whole lot with it. But now they want to push to make a full toy line. So, anyways, I know I'm ranting on about nobody cares, but I just wanted to talk about that. So, yeah, movie edition toy line. It's going to continue off of The Last Night. We're going to get 5mm posts to attach weapons to different figures. They're going to have weapons to swap around, so that's good. So that whole gimmick does not get lost. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll hit back. Movie series Leader Blackout. This is what everyone keeps talking to me about. Or Grindor, technically. Because, I mean, Grindor was basically a gray version of Blackout, an even more gray version. This is completely in gray. So, I mean, you can argue that Blackout was in gray, but some of the toys have like a blue hue to them. Anyways, let's talk about him. Very kibbly in the arms is what I'm going to say right off the bat. I don't like that too much. But other than that, that is pretty much it. What I do like, however, is the use of the old Transformers logo on the top here. I think that is very cool. Very creative. I do like that. And also, you can see at the bottom right here, number 8 for a deluxe class figure. I'm going to say that's a deluxe class. Or maybe it is for Leader Blackout. I'm not sure. But if it is for a deluxe, which that seems to be the case, that might be the Stinger package, that might be the Ratchet, might be the Crowbar, who knows. Anyways, taking a look at Blackout, you get a custom background with it. You can see the helicopter in the back there. referencing the first scene in Transformers. So I guess that's why Blackout is kind of a big deal to push, because that was the first Transformer to ever show up in Transformers in the movies. So I guess that's why it's a big deal for him to be the first Leader Class figure. So he comes with Scorponok. I think that's pretty cool. Looks like an even better Scorponok than the one that came with the Voyager Blackout, which, by the way, some people are saying that, oh, well, this is a step up from the Voyager Blackout, but that's not too much now, is it? Because the original Blackout sucked. I want to say it didn't really suck for what they had going into it, because they weren't used to this aesthetic, and they had to make toys for it anyways. They did a pretty good job, and it's actually a really fun toy. The transformation is a lot of fun. I love transforming that toy. The gimmick is actually kind of cool. You don't have to use the gimmick, which is good. And he looks good. He really does look good. So I think, looking back at it, I can't remember why I had a problem with it, other than he was just short, you know. But nowadays you could probably get a deluxe class of any other Autobot now, except for maybe Hound, I guess, and Grimlock. But there's a lot of Transformers that you can get, especially with the first movie, with the original 5. The original 5 now all have deluxe class figures. So you can scale him up with those. Like, I got the deluxe class Ratchet. Now I kind of want to bring out my Grindor and kind of put them next to each other. Which is funny, because my Grindor actually came in a 2-pack with Ratchet at Costco. So, anyways, I just wanted to say I think that figure is really cool. I want to get the helicopter blades to finish it off, because I'm missing like 1 or 2 of them. I think maybe a panel, and also the Scorponok's broken on the Grindor, like the tail, but I could probably fix that. But other than that, like, I really do like that figure. But with this, it's not really perfect. I actually think the original Blackout looks a little bit better in some ways. First of all, I think the head's a little too big for it. Well, not necessarily big, but kind of the spikes that jut out seem a little too big. I can't remember if that's accurate or not, but they just look a little too big to me. I think the proportions in the head is kind of off. Second, the arms on him have a lot of kibble. Which, by the way, I'm noticing that he kind of has possibly a very similar transformation to the Voyager class one, so that's kind of cool. Third, the feet. Now, I kind of don't like the legs and how thin the upper legs look, but at the same time, I seem to recall Blackout had that, so it's not too big of an issue. But I kind of wish he had separate toes. But, I mean, for what it's worth, I love the little pieces coming from the hips. I think that looks nice. I still think his head looks very detailed. The hands look pretty cool. I think that the side propeller thing sticks out a little too far for me. But I like the fact that he actually has it, so that's cool. I just think that he's got a little bit too much kibble, and a lot of that kibble could have been added to the legs, because one, it would help fill it out, and two, you can just hide it somewhere without it obstructing the arms too much, because you can see the arms have this big chunk right underneath them. Which, by the way, you can also see Blackout right here. This is not a prototype, okay? People are saying, well, it's probably a prototype. It's not. But as you can see here, the landing gear gets used for something. You can also bring out the little turret thing on the side here. You don't have to have that on, so that's cool. But yeah, very gray, but not too bad. I like the detail on the head. Just wish a lot of that detail that's on the head was kind of replicated in some of the other parts on this toy, because it kind of makes the head stand out. And it seems like there is stuff you can do with some of this kibble. Like you can see right in the back here how that looks. Doesn't look too good, but then you can see on the top here, yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm not exactly sure how to get it from that to this, but I think I'm going to keep it in this configuration, because you can see these little bits that stick out to the side like that. It just looks kind of weird. And then you can see this photo, and it looks perfectly fine. So, but I also love the giant propeller blades on this toy. Oh my god, that looks pretty cool. And I'm very happy that Scorponok is included to this toy. Um, Seems like Scorponok is going to be a little bit bigger than the old one, which if he's about the same size as the Legion Scorponok, oh my god, I'd be happy. Or the Legends Scorponok, because original Legions were called Legends. But yeah, just really cool. This is the 10th anniversary of this guy showing off the Michael Bay aesthetic of Transformers. So for him to be the first one, that is a big deal. Machinima's Titans Returns, Episode 5, is kind of just I also want to say, I like Overlord in Episode 4 when he, or with his voice, and when he introduced himself. The problem I had with him was he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Let's see. Okay, so this is on Walmart.com. You can see this is Moonracer, and you can get a better picture on Walmart.com. I don't know why they didn't post the more high quality photo. But this is Moonracer, and I might do it before it's out on Moonracer pretty soon. So I'm not gonna do too much on her, because now we have the stock images for me to do this. But looks a lot better than compared to the original intended photos, if I'm being honest. Like, I like the car mode a little bit more, even though you could tell that is pretty much her chest right there. But still looks pretty cool. I will say that. I think her head just flips around in the back, though, unfortunately. But not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll just say that and leave it at that. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Moving on to the 4th. I know of that Megatron thing. I'll try and talk about that whenever I can. Let's see. Upcoming Toys R Us listing for Power of the Primes, Wave 2 and Wave 3. And I believe there's also some movie stuff, but I could be wrong about that. No. Okay. So Prime Master Catella, which is Alchemist Prime and Submarauder. Landmine with Alphatrona. We also have Bludgeon with Quintus Prime, Bomb Burst with Megatronus, and Octopus Punch with Solus Prime. So those are the upcoming figures coming out. Wave 2, it says Tailgate. So apparently it is going to be Tailgate. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll buy it and call it Rook, because I kind of like the original Tailgate. And as you guys know, he's in Transformers Misfortune, and I fucking love that character right now. Duocon Battle, which is Battle Clash, and Duocon Speeded, which is Road Trap, which is supposed to combine and form Battle Trap, I believe. Or Road Clash, or Battle Trap. I can't remember, but I believe it's meant to combine. Wave 3, Cindersaur, which I believe, because I looked back at the original leaks, I believe that Cindersaur is a remold of the Slash figure. So if you guys are wondering where the Slash is coming from out of nowhere, I think it's because it's a pre-mold to Cindersaur. And then we also have Outback, which is going to be a repaint of Brawn. I cannot wait for that, because I really want that. Deluxe Wave 2, Snarl, Sludge, Darkwing, aka Blackwing, Repper Snapper, and Moonracer. Wave 3 is Cutthroat, Blot, and Sinner Twin. So you're gonna get the first part of the Abominus team in the second wave with Ripper, Snapper, and Hunger, and then you're gonna get the rest of them later on. And then Nova Star is also in the wave 4, which is unfortunate because wave 4, when they're singled out, is usually the hardest ones to get, especially when the whole waves are trying to move on to the next year's stuff. Voyager Class Wave 2, Hunger, Alita 1, and Inferno for Wave 3. Leader Class Evolution, Rodimus Unicronus, which they list Toys R Us Canada, and then Primal, which is the Optimus Primal combination one. So you're getting toys! What a surprise. Planet X Pluto. Let's talk about this because people are going nuts over this. People want me to talk about it, so here we go. I was thinking of doing a third-party series where I'm just taking a look at a third-party figure that's been announced, but I'm not sure if anyone really wants that, so you're going to have to comment later on the video because I'm not going to be able to read the messages, or maybe I'll try and remember and ask you guys later on. So here's the Megatron figure, and here's his alt mode, or one of the alt modes. This is the Flying Tank. Looks pretty cool, definitely inspired by the Fall Cybertron one. Definitely looks animated to me. Oh my god, I love the purple right there. I love the little cockpit section right there, or what looks like a cockpit. You can see some booster sections right here. And then this is, I think, another tank mode, or it is the same? No, it's the same, just with the sword at the bottom. Still very cool. And then there's Megatron. So I believe, is that the only alt mode? Oh, I thought you had 2 alt modes. Okay, never mind. And then there's the Megatron in the robot mode, and my god, does that look gorgeous. Look at that. That's chunky and all shit. Looks like he's got a little bit of a backpack, but nothing too bad. Look at the sword. I wish that sword was a little bit bigger, but why not? The cannon looks pretty cool. Wish the back was a little bit longer, but other than that, it's still very cool. So, very nitpicky I am being, but hey, whatever. It still looks very nice. Look at that fusion cannon. Kind of weird how his shoulder just sticks up like that, but hey, he's got a fusion cannon. Look how aggressive that looks. That is incredible. I love that. All hail Megatron with hand articulation, so that's cool. And oh my god, look at that. He's got a dark spark thingy going on right there. So that's pretty cool. You looking under my hood? You shouldn't. Oh god, look at that. That is aggressive, but he has eyelash things, so that's cute. But he's still aggressive. Look at that. That stomach is going to eat you. So yeah, very cool. I'm impressed by that. Let's see. What else is in the news? What else? What else? Oh, look at this. Masterpiece Barricade is in the news. Once again, hello, smug cop. Light blue accents all around, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at least it gives them a little bit more color to them. But I love the look of the chest and how aggressive that is. Very detailed. There's a lot going on right here, which I think is very cool. Almost looks like a third-party company went and did Barricade again. So I think any third-party company that was going to do Barricade, you might want to hold back on that. Barricade looks very cool in his alt mode. You know, that is definitely a Mustang. Very nice. I'm pretty sure someone's going to nitpick the differences, but I'm not sure if they can get the rights to the original Mustang. So, To Punish and Enslave is right on the side there, which is very cool. Look at that face. Oh, I love it. The eyes look a little too far out, but hey, it's still fine. Wish he had an opening and closing mouth like the Human Alliance one. But other than that, looks pretty cool. Look at the detail within his arm. This little bit folds out just to add detail, just to fill that section out. I mean, you can't say they didn't think of you guys. Oh my god, look at that thing. Yeah, he's got windows on the side here, whatever. And transparent blue windows, I don't get why, but hey, it's fine. Look at that. Look at the little window, not window, but the little light things on the top there. And then he's got his weapon that you have to attach, but whatever. There's a bit of transformation. There's also a Facebook video where you can see the transformation. Changed a few things up. I see it, but whatever. You can see the transformation in another video, so that's cool. I'm not going to show you that video, but hey, that's still awesome. Legion Hot Rod found in whatever retail. Apparently, the new deluxe Hot Rod is in my area. Let's see. Statue of crosshairs and barricade ratchet, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think that's all that I want to talk about. Except, hey, there's a Millennium Falcon, and they're hiring for the Cyberverse series. So that's cool. So yeah, that's the news. So what do you guys think? A third-party series dedicated to me just talking about third-party stuff. What do you guys think of that idea? Maybe I'll do it before it's out on the third-party Megatron. I don't know. Someone's telling me you voiced him in the last night's stop motion. What are you talking about? I did not. I wasn't reading the chat. You killed my child. Oh, the Megatron, or not Megatron, Barricade. I got it. Okay. So yeah. Hey, Flame Lord. Hey, Charlie Cigar. Hey, fan of Transformers anime and other stuff. I want Leader Blackout and MP movie Barricade. Yes. Well, you missed my traditional fuck-up jokes and some Transformers toys and Nemesis. Well, I don't expect different from you. I don't. Anyway. Sounds great? Cool. Heh. I could go for some chips right now. I don't know why. How long have I been live for? About half an hour now. XD. I'm planning on asking for a Beast Wars Transmetal Rampage. Oh, cool. I love Voyager Nitro. I wish I had Voyager Nitro. He seems like a cool figure. You know what? I'm going to spend that $2 on a Voyager Nitro. We need a Nemesis, but not the one we deserve, but need. Okay. By the way, anyone who has had trouble with Google AdSense, for some reason on the app, it would show no results from November 20th to now. It would show nothing, like you've earned nothing. That is not the actual case. Don't think that, oh, they're taking away your money or they've stopped giving you money. Google AdSense. If you don't know what AdSense is, then you're not getting paid from YouTube, I guess. And that's not an insult. You need Google AdSense to get paid from YouTube, so I guess it doesn't affect you. But some people weren't earning anything from it, so or it didn't show that they were earning anything from it from November 20th to now. For me at least, it finally got back up. So now I can see what revenue I'm making from YouTube. Today hasn't really been that good for revenue. I don't know why. What's going down tomorrow? Oh, the Jurassic World trailer for the second one. It would be cool if they do power the Primes figures of the G2 Cyberjets. Yeah, but, you know, that would mean that, you know, they'd be doing something other than a combiner. I remember going to the toy fair. This is kind of random. I remember going to the toy fair and someone was selling a whole bunch of third-party stuff. And some chick was there asking questions about it, and she was like, "Oh, so these are knockoffs?" And it's like, no, these are fan-made projects that people based on Transformers that people sell. This is not. This is different. And she's like, "Well, okay, that's a knockoff, isn't it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And I could tell from his face, he's like, "That's not what it is." But okay, I don't want to argue with this bitch. Hopefully, Weijing would make Nitro into a leader class. I want, if I'm being honest, Weijing sounds cool, but I want him to do more stuff that we kind of just need. I'm seeing a lot of toys that are just kind of like oversized or slightly modified, and I'm just thinking, yeah, but how about just the stuff that we kind of just need? You know, like take for example, the Prime Insecticon doesn't have an oversized figure yet. At least from what I can recall, there's no Voyager class Prime Insecticon, but the transformation is there because we have the Cyberverse Commander. And yet, with all these third-party companies now doing Transformers toys, like the movie figures now, and all this sort of stuff, you'd think that someone would take the Prime Insecticon and do an oversized of it. But no one has, and I don't know why. Brian, why did Michael Bay have to direct the movies? I don't know, because he felt like it. Robots in disguise, more like there's salt in my eyes. I was surprised that Diamond Ball tweeted that, or not tweeted that, but commented that on the video. That was funny. My mom's favorite Transformer is Nitro. She loves the on-screen character and figure. You know you're good if my mom loves the on-screen character and figure. I'm not joking, by the way. Well, that might be something to question because Nitro knows that uh, people are sleeping with wives. He knows if you've been bad or good or be good for. I don't know. I was going to make a joke and then I was like, no, it doesn't make sense. So just stop, Brian. And it was like, okay, I'll keep going. And I was like, no, don't. Technically, 3P are knockoffs in a way. No, not really. See, what I consider a third-party thing is pretty much the intention of building something. Even though it's a Transformers character like Mindwipe or something, the intention is to do something different with it. You know, either make a whole new design or rework the design somehow, which I guess is kind of teetering on the line to KO and third party. You can call them KOs, like the oversized figures. Yeah, I'll call them a KO. Okay, or whatever. They're KOs, I guess. But when it comes to like um the Megatron that we were just talking about, Hasbro never made that, even though that thing is something based on something that already exists. They're taking that and they're doing it's kind of like, if you're going to say a KO or a third party is a KO in that degree, then what does that mean for like a Transformers custom, you know? But hey, that's just me. I just really hope, hey, actually do a Cyberjet Legends figure. They wouldn't have to make new molds. Yeah. I want to power the Primes Megatron. That would be cool. I got into an argument with a flat earther. He thought a man who went blind in the ISS was just in a green screen room, and said the zero gravity can be easily simulated in a green screen room. Oh, so he's stupid. I can do an explosion from an effect from hit film. So explosions don't exist. Happy belated Paskinty Day. Yes. You better watch out. You better not hide. I don't know why, but I'm telling you why. Nitrosis is coming to town. He sleeps with your wife. He knows where you live. He knows to fucking not. Hey, 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 Rumble, triple gay. The Trojan Toaster. His name is. Brian, do you think you'll ever do a collab with you? Maybe if enough people want that. By the way, Rumble is me. Yeah, I figured. At least third-party figures are original figures and not an upscale version of a figure that already exists. That is why I support third-party, even though I don't have any figures of third-party. I'm fine with a KO if it does something different with it. You know, it's kind of like Mega Blocks is like, yeah, that is pretty much Lego, but when they construct something and sell it to you, it's not a Lego set. And what I mean by that is you can see like Lepin that just takes a Lego design and they just duplicate the Lego design like from piece to piece. But Mega Blocks is like, okay, the idea exists, but we're going to do our own thing with it. You better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out! Yeah, to be honest, Lenny, I feel like they're going to make oversized Dinobots, which again, that is one of the big complaints is that the Dinobots aren't that big. So you can see why they would want to do that. You can see why there's an audience for it. They're not just doing it because, well, we can make a quick buck off of Transformers. No, there is an actual reason why they produce that specific product. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Dinobots for Power of the Primes, I can see them doing, and yeah, I can see why they would do it. Hey, Brian, imagine an oversized Generations Fortress Maximus. Get on that shit. In fact, actually get on that shit with Trypticon. Make him a little bit bigger. I'm sure nobody's going to do that. Oh, that will be massive. Nitro Zeus, ho 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 ho, I know where you all live, say all hello to all your wives for me, ho ho ho. Ah! Santa Zeus, I'll let them make the puns. I wish I had Nitro before Christmas so that I could do Santa puns. See, like, even the oversized Voyager Megatron, I could see why people would want that because of the Leader Optimus. And that mold is the better mold, in my opinion, compared to the Leader Class one. But if you want an oversized Megatron, the Leader Class Megatron exists. You know, that's why I never personally got into that, is because if I wanted an oversized one, the Leader Megatron exists. Brian, what is your opinion on the PSP 2007 Transformers game? I'm not a gamer. I'm probably going to get Voyager Scorn for Christmas. That, yes, do it. Power of the Prime Starscream, on the other hand, is a piece of crap in my opinion. Okay, let's talk about Starscream for a minute. I was fine with everything on Starscream, the chunky look, the everything on it, because at least, you know, at the very least, it wasn't the same Starscream. It was a different looking Starscream. Yeah, he had chunkier forearms and chunkier legs, but at least you weren't getting just the same figure. If you wanted the same figure, then just get the classic Starscream. That's still around. You could probably get it for I don't know, money. You know, you can still try and get that classic Starscream. There were so many repaints that you can just get that. but the Voyager Starscream was different at the very least. So yeah, it's a simple transformation. Yeah, it could use more, but at the very least, it wasn't the same thing that we've already got. The Leader Class Starscream, I thought was just too boring. It wasn't too bad, but it was just kind of bland. You know, there wasn't really anything too interesting about that, especially when that figure is coming off of the Jetfire. That was already a cool figure, but then it's like, let's do that again as Starscream, and I'm like, okay, but what's going to be cool about it? And it's Starscream. I feel like that wasn't enough to really say, oh yeah, I should definitely buy it. I got it as a Christmas gift, so that's why I have it. But I was kind of like, I don't really need it. The Voyager Starscream is in a better scale at the very least compared to the Leader one, because I feel like that scale fits with any Megatron, Voyager, and up. So that's why I kind of want that one. But at the same time, the problem that I actually have, the major issue that I have, because I know that a lot of these Hasbro figures aren't going to be perfect, but the problem I have, stickers. And it's not just the fact that it has stickers, because I've got like 6-shot, and you can have stickers on a figure and do fine with it. But the problem with the Starscream is it tries to replace some of that gray with that silver. And that doesn't work because you've got these giant patches of just this metallic silver compared to this light gray. It does not work. It does not look interesting. It makes the figure look shit. I am hoping that, and this is probably the only time, or the first time that I'm ever going to get it. I'm hoping that Toy Hacks and Repo Labels does something with the Power of the Prime Starscream. As of right now, it looks like shit with those. If it had better stickers, I'd be like, you know what? I don't have a problem with this. I'd probably get it. But with those stickers right now, it looks like shit. And the main reason why is because it replaces a lot of the gray with silver, but it only does it in certain patches, so it doesn't look good. Again, it's not like that Starscream can't be good. It's just that. That is my biggest issue with it. Let's see. Is Santa Claus a pedophile? Because think about it. Yeah, I've heard that joke over and over. I don't mind the chunky look. I just find the jet mode a piece of crap, and it's very over-engineered just for a torso combiner mode. I don't know. I think they could have. What they should have done for the Starscream, I think the intention was to make it look kind of like the movie Starscream and kind of reference that, because he's got that kind of triangle look like the movie Starscream, and he uses the wings for part of his body, which is something that the movie one did, so I can kind of see where they're going on from that. But the issue now is it kind of affects the jet mode. What they should have done is done a halfway point where the robot mode will transform into the jet, but the jet is also the halfway point into getting to the combiner mode, because you can make the jet mode into a solid jet, and then all you have to do for the combiner mode is flip out the arms or something like that to form the lower legs, or the upper legs, I should say. Flip out a head, and you already have the wings and stuff like that to help hold everything into place. That's why Silverbolt worked. Because Silverbolt used a halfway point with the legs that also became the main torso. Imagine having ball joints in our bodies, but in all of our joints aside from our legs. Don't we? Let's see. Hey Brian, if you could bring in any character that you could bring from the toy lines into the movies, who would it be? I kind of want the headmasters. I just want to see a little headmaster guys, but I don't know. Kind of want to see Blur or Cup, but I feel like Cup would be a terrible character to have, and I feel like just because they're gonna fuck it up, or you see how, and then Blur is gonna be annoying. So, but I kind of want to see it just to see how fast he is. Have a bar. Does anyone here besides me think they'll make Seekers like Thundercracker and Skywarp as limbs for Starscream for the combiner form? That'd be cool. Actually, that'd be cool if they remolded or repainted the Dreadwing 2, Darkwing and or Blackwing, and Dreadwind as Thundercracker and Skywarp. But of course, you could just use the Air Raid figure. Let's see. Let's see. Who wants a Voyager Onslaught for the 2018 toy line? Why? Like, sorry, gooey mac and cheese. We already have one. The only reason why we would have another Onslaught is to put in the Titan Master gimmick into his chest. But I don't know anyone who's really into that as it is, so I don't think anyone really needs an Onslaught for 2018, especially when it would be a combiner. So basically all you have is the Combiner Wars Onslaught, just with feet. The feet pieces, so... Brian, technically speaking, only our joints connecting our legs to our hip, our ball joints. The other joints are are just like hinges. Well, you aren't you smart. I want to see Dirge in the movies. Yeah. I did not hit her. That is not true. It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Did you know there is a Japanese Game Boy Color combat game where you can play as G1 and Beast Wars Neo characters? Cool. What about Game Boy Girl? I think he means the movie line. Oh, okay. Yes, then yes. Yes, I want to see an Onslaught, but I don't think we're going to get one. I don't think, like, yeah, okay, the last night. I don't think people realize right now they're not focusing on the last night right now. Okay, for the 2018 movie toy line, maybe in 2019, but I still don't think they're going to do it right away. What's going on right now is they're focusing on the older movies because they have already done the last night. They've already done so many toys from the last night. Now they want to put their focus on first movie, second movie, third movie, and fourth movie. So because I see all the time people say, I hope they do Mohawk. I hope they do Onslaught. I hope they do this and that. Or some people are saying, I think they will do that in 2018. First of all, we know what we're getting in 2018. Well, for the most part, at least. We know there's going to be another wave by the end for deluxes. So, and then another leader, apparently. But maybe another Voyager. But I highly doubt that any of that is coming out for 2018. As far as right now. Brian, are you hyped for the Brandon Turner Oni Christmas special? That's the first I'm hearing of it. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to do Onslaught, Mohawk, and Dreadbot in 2018. So don't think that they're going to do that because I really doubt that they are. Hi, did you know that Skids and Mudflap are child molesters and they were caught by Chris Henson? That's why they weren't in Dark of the Moon. Onslaught lasted a minute and Hooligan half a minute, basically. Well, Dreadbot, but yeah. I got Titans Returns Croc and I like the figure. Cool. I need to call my sister. I'll be back. I think that the reason why they're focusing on the movie is because of the movie masterpiece. No, I don't think so. Uh, you gotta understand that a lot of these movie figures were already pre-planned. And we know that because they start off with The Last Night as premiere edition, so they were already planned before The Last Night was coming out. They were probably planned after Age of Extinction came out. In fact, it could have been during that. Because they knew that they were going to make another movie, so why not just continue the toy line, you know? I think the reason why... Does he keep repeating The Last Night Onslaught? I heard him. I think that the reason why they're focusing on the movies is... Oh, I already read that. I want to avoid your Bone Crusher. Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you think they'll ever make a Last Night Hooligan and Day... Kind of just talked about that. For Transformers Bumblebee, do you think B will get a Voyager? I'm not sure. I think he might get a leader, but I'm not sure. Because they like making their big Bumblebees. I don't think they're going to make a Day Trader and Hooligan. Which, by the way, is Dreadbot. It would be cool if they do already Scourge toy in Power of the Primes. Yes! As a remold from Onslaught. Yes! Berserker was in the movie for 10 seconds and got 4 toys. Yeah, that's the power of shit. Do you think that Leader movie Blackout looks like a masterpiece movie Blackout? No. Too much kibble, and they could have done a lot more to it. It's certainly not bad for me, but it's just it could have done a lot more. I don't think plot importance is a factor. Eh. I'm cheesy. Hey Brian, which one do you think is better? The Last Night with 3 Bumblebee or Dark of the Moon Bumblebee? I don't have Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, so I don't have the Wave 3 Bumblebee, so the closest thing I have to the Dark of the Moon one is Nitro Bumblebee, which is not the same figure as the first Wave Bumblebee. Nitro Bumblebee, I was about to say looks cool. I have it. It's actually pretty cool. Artemis Prime possesses the matrix of bullshittery, granting him the power of shit. Okay. Who's your favorite version of Shockwave? G1. Why do I feel that Red Decepticon car from that Bumblebee movie months ago will be dead end? I don't think it will. Brian, have you ever played 2000? I just talked about how I don't play games. Well, bye. I got notifications about another live stream. Okay. I'm going Titans Return Strepticon. I'm getting Titans Return Strepticon for Christmas. Congrats. Dark of the Moon B is like Battle Blades Bumblebee, but with better articulation. Hopefully we'll get a Hatchet, Crowbar, Left Foot, and Q. We're getting Crowbar. I've mentioned so many times we're getting Crowbar. If the Wave 3 Decepticons and 1 Autobot, who would the Decepticons be? If the have 3 Decepticons and 1 Autobots, who would the Decepticons be? I don't know what you're asking. G1 all the way, yay! My favorite Shockwave is animated. Ooh. I think that's kind of what my voice is based on. I can't remember, it's been a while. Do you think Takara will revive EU for Abominus? Probably not. Who do you think the 3-card Decepticons in the B movie will be? Personally, no, I don't think any of them are dead end, by the way. Is penis an instrument? No, Patrick. Who should I review next? I don't know. Bush Boy, I will get a hatchet and a crowbar and shove them up your arse along with Leadfoot, then repeat the alphabet for a day straight without saying Q. For the B movie, I don't know who it is. Probably a bunch of no-name characters. Not no-name, even though it could be. I think it's just gonna be like, well, where the fuck did Cogman come from? You know, just kind of like or Day Trader, just kind of like new characters. If I get Crowbar, I'm gonna name Berserker Crankcase. Maybe a Crankcase out of First Aid. Well, they technically already did that. Yeah, it was for the movie lineup, which now that I think of it, I could put that into my classics collection. I never even thought of that, but that could so easily fit into the classic stuff. If you guys don't know, there's a crankcase that was repainted from the Cybertron Red Alert. And shit, that should go into my classics collection. Do you think there should be a Peter Cullen or Stan Bush cameo in any Transformers movie? Yes. Which is your favorite Autobot, Brian? Oh, I don't know. I would say Warpath, but it's been a while. So, what do you think about Prime? Kind of boring at this point. Not the show. The show I like. The character is like, he's kind of just a one-note type character. Which looks awful and terrible figure in general. There's a lot of them, so I can't really say. I don't know. It was the Allspark Power movie 07 Crankcase. Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that. Hello, Super Kid Gamer. Oh, excuse me. 1296. Oh god, that tasted like Fruit Loops. Let's see what's going on Twitter. I'm gonna have Twitter today. I should tweet, by the way. Nonsense. Finally shows stats again. Thank you, Google. All right. Sorry about that. Bumblebee versus Spider-Man. Who will win? Spider-Man, because spider senses. Bumblebee would use his spider sense to kill Batman. That's how he win. What do you think about Peter Cullen? Oh no, I read that. Brian, have you gone on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land of Game Grumps? I have not. What's a new sideways toy? ROTF1 is garbage. Or who wants a new sideways toy? ROTF1 is garbage. No, I actually like the Revenge of the Fallen. I have the Dead End one, but I actually really like that because it's complex. It looks cool. There's a lot to it, I guess. It's nice. Do you have Hangouts? Well, that's what I'm using. I need to start a classics display. I do the Titans Returns figure count as figures for a classics display. Okay. Spider Jazz, Spider Jazz. I have the Dead End repaint too. So yes, I do. I do use Google Hangouts. Do you think they would do a Hasbro updated version of Ruination currently in Power of the Primes? I would love to see that. No, boy, the Dino one is garbage. I never got the figure. Oh. His head is better than the original, to be honest. Okay. Um, no, I like the Dead End. We actually had a whole bunch of Revenge of the Fallen figures coming out with like they were just shitting out in Walmart to the point where we even had like the hard to find ones, like the Shadow Command Megatron that was just sitting in our Walmart and people were going nuts over it. Like I didn't hear till like years later. Apparently, people were going crazy trying to find it. Meanwhile, at my Walmart, I just go by and there's like probably 5 of them. One of my biggest regrets is skipping the Prime line. Yeah, I kind of regret skipping the animated line. Sideways feet are too small. That's why you gotta use the tires on the back. I just realized something. G1 Megatron in gun mode in the cartoon is big enough to only be held by another Transformer, yet he scanned an Earth gun meant for humans. That's cartoons for you. Repaint the Combined Wars Brucus and you have Ruination. Yeah. I'm back. Keep Knockout out of the movie. Okay, that'd be kind of cool, actually. It would be cool if they did a sideways figure out of Deluxe Groove and used Titan Master heads for the Headmaster gimmick. Yes! That would be good. I wonder why someone was asking about Google Hangouts. Do I want Knockout in the movie line? Well, we already do. I'll let you guys try to decipher what I'm talking about that. We already do have Knockout in the movie line. I'm sad because the last night, Voyager Megatron is the first Megatron I'd ever bought, and I've been collecting since the first movie. Also, I accidentally skipped on Animated Prime and all the other good ones. If it makes you feel any better, it took me a long ass while before I finally got a Megatron. I originally had just the titanium one, and I'm not talking about the transformable ones. They had these little action figure things, or not even action figures. They were just display things that I just have. But I had the Leader Class Optimus, so repaint Combined Wars Hotspot into Optimus Prime from RID. Well, you could almost do that. It's called the Inferno figure coming out this upcoming year. Repaint. Oh, sorry. You should do a live stream where you chat with fans on Hangouts sometime. No. Because I'm not sure how some people, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how some people act when they go to my live stream. So I don't do that kind of stuff. If I could trust that people would behave, I would be like, okay, I'll share the link on the live stream. But right now, it's not that I can't say I don't trust anyone specifically, but I don't know who's coming in. I can't really monitor that. So. Surprise Armada Sideswipe didn't get some kind of homage during Titans Returns. Yeah, that is weird. Can you imagine what a movieverse scoop would look like? Eh. Yeah, it'd be a recolor of one of the Constructicons. 2007 knockout from the game? Nope. Revenge of the Fallen Scout Autobot knockout. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The red muscle car in the Bumblebee movie. I don't think it's knockout. Do you think Sideways will come back to the movie universe? No. unless he's in the Bumblebee prequel, but even then I doubt it. It was such a minor character that did barely anything that I don't know why people all of a sudden care about that. It's like he did nothing. Do you think animated Megatron's voice is one of the greatest voices in Transformers history? I think that the latest older Frank Walker Megatron is the best voice of Megatron. What did I miss? I got distracted by Nostalgia Critic just uploaded. Oh my god, I need to go look. Who wants sausage nipples? I too. How do you think the 2018 movie line is shaping up? You know, it's not going to be perfect, and there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, they're not for me. But here's the thing, they're not going to be for everyone. I think we're fully aware that it's not going to be for everyone. But for what it's worth, there's some good-looking figures coming out. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah. I've only animated Waspinator. I'm jealous. Swoop. I'm jealous. Grimlock. I'm jealous. And that one auto changer B. Jealous. And for Prime, Ultra Magnus, Beast Hunters, Laserbeak, the yellow Laserback. Oh, Insecticon and Cyberverse Cliff Jumper. Okay, jealous for the Cliff Jumper. The yellow Laserback is also called Vertebrae. Some people could be quiet, and some people could be Bumblebee. Not stop yapping. Okay. What is your opinion on 2007 movie Voyager Starscream? I already did a review on it. Yes, someone just pointed out. I already reviewed it. What about Power of the Primes, updated Revenge of the Fallen, Devastator, of the Combined Wars Devastator will improve that version of the character? I got so confused halfway through. That's why I kind of was like, what? Who wants a such party? I do. I'll give you a reason why people care about Sideways. It's because of his Ask Vector Prime takeover when he answered questions in hilarious, sarcastic ways. Yeah, but the movie Sideways, you know. I'm not sure which Sideways you're talking about. I'm talking about the movie Sideways. I just want to say I have Hexatron. Cool. I also remember I have Black Arachnia, jealous. And Roadbuster, jealous. Ultra Magnus. That's okay, I guess. And I have MP36 Megatron, jealous. Hey, Brian, do you have Combined Wars Hotspot? Yes. Or Onslaught? Yes. Because I have an issue pegging in the feet on that. You? I don't really have issue. I just try to push in as much as I can, and then usually just stays in. Are we bragging about our collections now? Yeah. Speaking of that, I might be getting a sponsorship soon from someone you don't know. So keep an eye out for that. I got to work out the details, but I might be doing that. I'm not going to say who it is right now because I'm still working out the kinks for it. Still looking up on who they are and whatnot before I do anything with that. It's not like I'm trying to just avoid them. It's because I just want to learn more about them. But it sounds like I might be doing a sponsorship soon. Hey, Brian, do you think B will have his voice in 2018 movie? No. They already established that his voice was removed from back on Cybertron. What is your opinion on the 2007 drones? I wish they'd do them again, because those were cool. Has anyone noticed that the lull symbol looks like a TIE fighter from Star Wars? Yeah. Yeah, it was the movie Sideswipe, or Sideways, that did the answering T fan page 101. Oh, okay. You probably now all know... Oh, you probably know all the Sideways are all the same Sideways. Okay. Hopefully I'm getting MP Road Rage, which I'm excited for. That sounds cool. A collection talk now? I don't know. I want MP Loud Pedal. That looks cool. I have a Takara Legends Deluxe Black Convoy RD skirts. That sounds cool. Is it from the Leader Sword? Who watches Jobby the Hong? I do. I actually wanted Trax or Ironhide, but they were either too expensive or out of stock. With those MPs, sometimes I'll go after the KOs. Or I kind of want the KOs. I'm not repeating that one. What do you think about Stinger from Transformers Movie Edition? I hate it. Right now, I just hate it. It looks like a clunky mess. I just imagine a Shockwave out of the 2007 Overlord. Or Overload. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading messages after a while because there's too many questions going on. I got a Legends Class Revenge of the Fallen Devastator for a good price at this toy fair. He was in really good condition, so much so that Scavenger's arm broke off because they were too stiff. A toy fair. Is it the Victoria's Ultimate Hobby and Toy Fair? How could you say that about Jobby? Yes. How could you say fuck Jobby? What if Chief Burns from Rescue Bots is John Cena's character in 2018? That's funny. Don't offend the god of Swiffle. I have NPM B and NPM Hot Rod. Or NPR and Hot Rod or something like that. Keep in mind, Brian, that here in TN Crumpet Land, the Last Night Deluxe is about $23. Okay? They're $30 here. Because I can! Here at the Big Apple, it's 21 bucks! I got Hot Wheels. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. Put it in my ears. Anyone watch Stranger Things right now? Watch Stranger Things. Because if you don't watch Stranger Things, then I will fucking kiss you. New I Hate Everything video? Is it on the last night? Ha 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 ha! Okay, Big Mouth. I wasn't calling anyone Big Mouth. You did a video on that. Let's see. Oh, God! They did the Rewind 2017 for YouTube? No! You just posted a minute ago. Trojan. Bye. I have stuff in the stream. I'm still relevant. Brian, you sounded like a child at the time when you said, I got Hot Wheels. Well, I got Hot Wheels, so yeah. I have the BBTS, Bruticus, and Grimlock, Hunt for the Decepticons, Leader Class, Optimus Prime, AoE Voyager Class Grimlock, which I might give to Brian when I find the last night version, and about 75 other TMs. Have you played Undertale? I keep talking about how I don't play games. The only game I've ever played is Minecraft. Or not ever played. I used to play games. But, I mean, they were like CD-ROM games. And I don't even remember much from them. I remember, oh yeah, there was a Tarzan game, Toy Story, Shadow Duck thing, something, I don't know. So, I also got Legions Class Dark of the Moon Soundwave for a good price at the same toy fair. Oh. But I think the best part is when I got Dark of the Moon Human Alliance Lightfoot, but I later realized it was the Target exclusive. I have that Leadfoot. I got it for like 15 bucks. I'm getting Delta Magnus. Cool. YouTube Rewind 2017 sucks ass. Okay, is it worse than 2016 one? Because that was bad. Hey Brian, what are your thoughts on TF4 Grimlock, and is it better than the Leader one? Are you talking about the Voyager compared to the Leader one? I don't have the Voyager one. Voyager Grimlock from the last night looks good with the silver paint. Yeah, it does. I gotta agree with that. Hey, fan of Transformers anime and other stuff, I'm gonna say it one more time. Shout out to you, because in the previous stream you donated to the stream, so that was awesome. So shout out to him. I finally found and got the TF5 Bumblebee out of sheer luck. Cool. Hello, Doomsday Prime. Canadian reviewer. Let's talk about that for a little while. Let's kind of just get away from the chat for a while, and you're welcome. Thank you. Let's just kind of talk about some other stuff. No more questions right now. So Canadian reviewer, I kind of want to change the name. I have a name in mind. It wouldn't change everything completely. It's just I don't like the name that I've got currently, and I want to change it. So we'll wait on that. But probably gonna keep the URL the same. So what I'm gonna plan on doing is I want to do 2 reviews this month at the very least before the Christmas special, because I plan to do a Christmas special. However, I also want to do a couple other reviews before Christmas, because Christmas is coming up and I want to do more relevant figures, but we'll have to wait and see for that. So right now I have planned those 2, and then I want to do a few other ones. Don't know which ones I want to do, but hey, we'll see. So with that out of the way, the next 2 figures are Sentinel Prime and Galvatron from Titans Returns. And I'm probably going to have a field day on the Galvatron one. Probably going to film some stuff today for that. So that's good. We already talked about the Jurassic World trailer. But anyways. So Canadian reviewer, that's going to happen. Not sure when they're coming out. Also, I made a Twitter post and a Facebook post on frequently asked questions on Transformers Misfortune, specifically Season 2. So I want to get back to that photo, because I feel like people need to know exactly where I stand on certain stuff. It's not to offend anyone, but I feel like some people should know. So the post is common questions / comments about Transformers Misfortune Season 2. All right. And I'm going to try and link it to the chat if I can. No, for some reason it doesn't let me, but whatever. Anyways, did it even copy? Yeah, it did. Okay, so that's just odd. Common questions, comments about Transformers Misfortune Season 2. Question: when will Season 2 come out? What date? My answer is there is no planned date. We're only willing to announce a full date when everything's ready, which we're not at this point. So that means that I have currently not set up anything for a release date on Season 2. Instead of just announcing it right now, I want to announce it when we have stuff ready for it, when we're moving forward with it. So I'm not going to announce any specific time or date. So don't even bother asking about it. I'm probably just going to link the comments and questions here. If anyone does ask for it, I'm probably going to link that down in the description. Question. Can I audition? When are auditions? And can I voice this character? So this is about auditions. The answer I've written down is, we'll announce characters to audition if and when we need them. Right now, most of the characters, new and old, have voices. Currently, we are not recasting anyone. We are not looking for anyone. So people going, can I audition for this? Can I audition for that? Or can I just audition in general? We're not looking for that. We appreciate it when people say, I'm open to it. But as far as right now, we are not open to it. Or we are not looking directly for auditions. We have not announced auditions, is what I should say. Can you add this character? So some people have asked us to add Ironhide. Some people have asked to voice Ironhide, even though we don't have Ironhide listed in the show. We're not even planning to use Ironhide right now. And sometimes it's like Blur or Mirage or just whatever else. Maybe not, but I know there's people who've said, I want this character, I want that character. Sometimes they'll ask to even audition for that character, and it's like, we have plans set. So the answer that I put is, we planned the characters we want to add already. You'll see who joins. So we're not looking to add, or we're not asking for specific characters. We're not asking for any of that because we have stuff planned already. And when people say, oh, do you think it'd be funny if this character did that? Like, let's say, for example, because someone constantly brought this up like it's funny, even though it never was. Like Sideswipe. What if he was voiced like Peter Griffin? Which, by the way, that's not really. I'm gonna be honest with you because he kept mentioning it, so I'm just gonna say it. Where's the joke in that? Is it just because it's random? There's no real joke to work with in that. It's just, oh, he sounds like Peter Griffin. Great. But we can't use that for anything because what can we use that for? But we're not asking for specific character ideas, which also leads to, I have an idea for the plot continuing. That's the question that some people, or that's the comment that some people ask or mention. Some people are wanting to kind of help out, which is fine. But the problem is we're not asking. If you watch the end of season 1, you can tell that we have stuff planned already. You can tell that that was the first part of this arc. We have our own ideas set. We're just trying to put them down right now. We're just trying to write them all down. We are not looking for ideas. We are not looking for ideas on plot, especially because we've already set a plot. All right? So when people say that, it's like, what if you do this instead? And it's like, no, then make your own series. We have our own idea. Okay? So you're going to have to wait and see. What's with Bumblebee's voice at the end? Is he a prime? I have to explain this. Bumblebee is the prime. He was pretending to be something else to keep his prime identity a secret. So, because people didn't get it, basically Bumblebee is the prime, and the voice change was basically him not really just, oh, he's all of a sudden like this? Why? That's weird. It's because he didn't want to show himself. He didn't want to show his true colors. That is why that happened. But we wanted to kind of keep you kind of offset from that because we want it to be fully explained in the next season. Because even though I just said that, there's a little more to it. There's too many questions left unanswered by the end of this season. Yeah, that was the point. This is like the most frequent thing about the season finale is that there were too many things left open. You left too many questions. And I'm disappointed because there's too many questions left unanswered. You can't just end the season on that. It's like, that was the point, though. This is the first part of a 3-story arc that we have set right now. The show's not done. There's a lot more to it. So this isn't it. Like we got other stuff going on. So it's not like those questions are going to be left unanswered. It's just it's not for the season. It's going to be for the next season because things are going to start changing around. There wasn't a lot of fighting. That's upsetting, and this is mainly talking about the season finale. But I didn't say that there was going to be a huge fight. But whatever, you know. I get where people are coming from that, but I never said that there was going to be a huge battle. I just showed clips of stuff going on with it. But the main impact was finally things are moving with this, you know. I should also point out another thing that people are asking. Are the episodes going to be longer? Which, by the way, I found it hilarious when people were asking, make the next episode longer for season 1. Like, as season 1 is going on, even though we have already uploaded every single episode, people are like, make this episode, make the next one longer. And it's like, they're already done. So, season 2. I would like to make longer episodes, but there is no guarantee. We're probably going to keep it relatively the same because we're at a point where we're kind of in tune with that. You know, maybe we'll try and make some bigger, impactful episodes longer, but they're going to be relatively the same. Okay, so if you don't like that, well, that's just how we're doing it. And I'm not sure if we're going to have 15 episodes again for this season. Will this happen in season 2? Okay, so people are asking certain things on will this happen, will that happen? And I just want to say, no offense, do you honestly think we're going to explain that? Do you honestly think that we're going to spoil specific things? This is a show that kind of keeps quiet up until it gets revealed, you know, for most of it. Take, for example, Bumblebee being the Prime. That was a huge surprise. We didn't really set it up or anything like that. Megatron being Galvatron. You know? Kind of had Easter eggs towards that, but it wasn't like anything specific. So yeah. And I'm gonna reread what I wrote here. Do you honestly think I'm going to tell you spoilers from season 2? Do you really think that? You're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not telling you everything right now. So I don't think it's fair for people to ask for spoilers. Martha! Please don't kill Brawn. I will probably kill Brawn. Your feelings after the finale of 2017 RID. Go back to the Commodin Cam, or God, I can't remember how to say his name. Commodin Cam. Cameron's video on the TF Omega podcast that I'm in, and I explain my feelings on Robots in Disguise. I even have an episode review on the finale. Which, by the way, I think after this video, after I give it a minute, I'm going to do some commentaries for Robots in Disguise. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not too sure about that. So, anyways, with that said, that is pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Just wanted to talk and stuff and see how that is. So I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. If you guys want to check out another video, go to the iGear MW04 Mini Warrior UFO Canadian Reviewer episode 216. That is my review on the iGear UFO, aka Cosmos. It's the latest one. And there you go. Transformers Misfortune, we have a full playlist. We have the full series or full season 1 uploaded in one video. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys can go ahead and see that. So if you don't want to just watch all the separate episodes, go to that. As far as that's concerned, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to all those fun dudes. Follow me on Twitter and all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Oh no! I have a bottle of...